Hey, what up, y'all? We are back,
Back again.
better than ever.
It's React and Draw. Okay. This is the entertainment, news, and drawing channel from two artists, Sean and me. This is also like a de facto after school program for wayward hoodlum youth.
Hey, listen, if we could help the youth, you know,
Yes.
to distract them while from learning AAVE, you know what I'm saying? In their spare
Yeah.
time, they can come here and learn some
Learn
useless facts from.
some. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Take the burden off of these scholars in the streets.
Right.
And, we could teach them about the Fantastic Four, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just looking through.
And other reboot properties that
Mhm.
are springing up, like I don't know what they call them, groundhogs that pop out from the dang ground, and you try to catch one. There's another one that pops up.
Right.
You can't stop,
Oh,
But we're here. I mean, look, they make cash, and we're here to report on them. We're just all part of this algorithmic, I don't know, circle of life.
are you saying like it's like an algorithm uh trap? No, no.
Sure, you know.
I guess everything's an algorithm trap, right?
Yeah, everyone's like responding to the algorithm. Everybody is looking for a surefire thing, right?
This art piece is an algorithm trap right here.
Right. Yeah, you're drawing
It's like,
some.
oh,
This is.
Marvel Rivals version of, or Invincible version of Marvel Rivals.
Well, the
Oh,
people, well, love it, Sean. I don't know what.
well, I mean, I'm not trivializing it. I actually have fun doing that one,
Yeah.
especially Conquest. But we got somebody in the chat, Junk. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up?
What up, junk? How's it going? But yeah, we'll be talking about reboots. We're talking about like it was crazy because like they announced when I heard about Buffy,
Mm.
they had announced they're rebooting that, and now they found the new Slayer. And then like the same day, I saw an article on Rambo. They're doing young Rambo. Okay,
I'm gonna say that.
Rambo, the early years, and then because of Sinners and Ryan Coogler,
Hmm.
the Coogster,
Yeah.
after his box office success, they are the X Files reboot that he was working on for a long time, or it's been in his back burner, is now moving up to the front burner as like, oh yeah, now we really want this
Hmm.
because his name is Big again. So now this thing's coming up again. And I think even Gillian Anderson was contacted by Coogler or
But they want to
something.
bring original people back.
That I don't know. That's what they're saying, but they keep it tight-lipped. But we'll get into all that.
Interesting.
And it's not even the only thing. I just, you've seen those commercials, for the Karate Kids Legends right now. It's
Yeah.
coming out.
Well, I went to the movies the other day and I saw the trailer for it. I'm like, oh, we're doing this. Okay.
Jada Smith is not involved.
Right.
He would not be showing up. Is it because his daddy like messed it up for him? Is that, or is he like too like out there to even know what karate is anymore?
I was gonna make ask a ridiculous question, but in what way did he mess it up? I mean, but with that family, there's multiple ways to mess things up. Was there
Yeah, I
anything
think
in
it's such
particular?
I don't know. I don't know. There was an incident I heard, and
An incident.
yeah, I don't know. Talk about Will Smith. I don't know. He slapped the guy or something.
Oh, that. Oh,
But he's been back since with the Bad
I
Boy.
mean, that was like, oh, I don't know. I like legit mean that and the entanglement and the. Oh, I don't know. That family's a
No,
mess.
I got Power 1000 in the chat. What's up?
What up, bro?
All right. All right. We're talking boomer franchises, okay?
Yeah, this is
but it's Hollywood. This is gold. Valuable IP.
I mean, it's boomer franchise, but apparently they want to bring it back, right? So
Of course, Texas tea. They don't have this just laying around. You got to make something from scratch. Hope they can reach some Gen Zer guy who's addicted to the TikTok. Okay, the hip hopping and TikToking, and their attention span is that of a gnat. You know,
You remember
they
when they
gotta.
were talking about the Hercules movie for Disney and they wanted the Russo brothers to do it and they stated that they wanted to capture the TikTok audience?
Bruh, I thought that was like a New Year's. I mean, a April Fool's prank or something.
Like what is the tick what is the TikTok? How do you
Um,
they didn't even
you're gonna
elaborate what that means.
you're gonna have Hercules doing TikTok makeup tutorials.
You know, doing quick dances for like 59 seconds and
Yeah, the Fortnite dances to Taylor Swift remixes. That's what it's about. Okay, he's gonna
uh
say something, and it's gonna be like a on text translation, and it's gonna have misspellings.
oh good grief.
It's gonna be filmed in a vertical orientation. Like,
Ah, stop. No. These things should not be made. I don't hold on, we got in the chat right here it says three classics that could never be touched, especially X-Files, because it critiques a lot of modern problematic themes like propaganda. Oh yeah, we can't talk about propaganda, you know what I'm
I
saying?
assume that it'll be rebooted to become the propaganda.
Yeah, facts. I say I don't want an X-Files where we have sympathetic aliens and demons. I mean, if you well,
They're gonna make the aliens some.
Addy Shankar style, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh man, can you imagine
I'm cringing thinking about it.
the aliens? Huh? The illegal aliens? Huh? Are you with me?
No, no, no,
Ah,
no.
they just want to find a home. Okay.
Put them, put them spaceships behind the wall. Be like,
That evil Mulder just wants to send them back home. Okay, because they're causing too much ruckus.
see,
All
I didn't
right.
even think about that. Now I'm bothered just thinking about it. Oh, that would be bad.
That's why you need like some new enlightened brother and like his plucky, you know,
Okay.
Kiki Palmer esque sidekick. They can't afford the real Kiki Palmer, but they'll have to cast somebody new from the CW or something to partner with aliens, okay, to find out the deeper conspiracy.
So they're gonna band up to fight. I don't know, privilege or something like.
Yeah, if anybody's joining the stream right now, I'm just I'm just riffing.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not the plot. Okay,
Yeah. Nah. Hopefully
I'm
not.
just joshing, but
It's not the
dang,
plot. It's not the plot till it is.
it's not the plot yet.
It's not the plot until it is, bro.
Because all these things are just announced and there's no script, there's no nothing. They claim they have ideas, and then they just secure the deal when they have enough name hype on their resume or something. They secure the deal, they secure the IP. They say they have some ideas, sign the contract,
Mm-hmm.
the development deal, then they go steal the ideas from other people. So let the stream be the one of the many sources that they steal from.
Right. I will say though, we have an interesting turn of events when things get receive backlash. Because
Okay.
before it'll be like it'll get backlash, and then people will just say, "Oh, well, you didn't like it's because you're racist or sexist or whatever is they come with." Now it's like it receives backlash, and people be just like, "Oh, my bad," or, like, like, or they say nothing, like Velma, like they're just like, "All right, whatever, we'll just go away." I'm like, "Oh, I thought you were gonna stand your ground.
It's
Stand,
kind of
stand your ground on the cringe." No. Addie Shanko going on an apology tour. That's not what I meant, you know.
yeah. I saw he wrote a long post
Yeah, he wrote
talking,
a super long post.
but
It
there's things
almost
he
made,
already said already in the video. It kind of reiterated just what he said in the video. Like, I got it, dude. Like, I don't know what was the misquote. It's the quote that he was upset with was that Bounding into Comics said that he was unhappy with DMC5,
but
and in a way he was. I didn't think the word unhappy was that derogatory. He was unhappy that it existed.
He
I
was
mean, he liked the
unhappy.
game, but he was
Right. He
unhappy with
wasn't
it.
unhappy with DMC5. He was unhappy with the upcoming existence of DMC5 as announced
Is
per
then
the
it
trailer.
is then it in that as so far in that it diminished his reboot cachet in the media zeitgeist or something.
Yeah, hold on. I don't know why I'm not. I'm just like, see, I probably need to do a standalone video for this. So my man really thought that my man really thought that 2001 politics was gonna save DMC. Like
Like
that's what he thought was. I was gonna revive that.
like he thought, like, I don't know. I guess he wrote that in 2008 DMC4 came out or something,
Yes,
and that was the end. Like DMC Flopzilla never coming back. And
reboot
it's
was
up
the
to
end, but yeah. Oh,
right, and then his he was going to bring it back from the ashes or something. He was gonna
yes,
start from scratch. His version would be
right.
the definitive version and hopefully inspire video games. I don't. He didn't say that part, but maybe it would revive the franchise in video game form,
Oh,
and
maybe
they
he
would use
thought.
his continuity when they reboot the video game franchise, when they see how popular the anime is.
Did he think, taking the reboot into account, that he was going to take a reboot as storyline and fix it while using the regular Dante design? Maybe that's what he thought he was going to do.
Quite possibly. Quite possibly. I guess like me, I don't really know how much. Even in the interview, I wasn't sure, and he said that he did admit that the DMC,
Mm,
the reboot Dante,
yes.
Tamim, whatever that
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah. Tamim, his long lost brother.
Right.
Addie's the long
Yes,
lost brother. Yeah.
that one was, I guess, had mirrored his anime because of the politics stuff.
Yes.
I don't know
Or
if he. I guess he did acknowledge that it was kind of like similar in that way, but I don't know if that was conscious or unconscious on his part.
I don't know how you. I mean, anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to get into that, y'all. It's still such a mystery to figure out. Maybe I'll do a standalone video on it because your man is so frustrating. Like I,
I just didn't think that Devil May Cry was that good of a franchise, but maybe he knew the Capcom people. He knew better or something. Maybe they said we are not doing anything with this anymore. It's all yours. So I really don't know.
but it's just weird. He thought that it was dead, and so to revive it, he uses a storyline that is similar to the game that potentially would have deaded the franchise.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense. I guess like the animation and the cool look of the Netflix anime was supposed to save it. I'm like, yeah, but I'm still dealing with. Anyway, I don't know. Oh, that man's so frustrating.
He has something to say about the war on terror, so incorporate into the franchise and stuff.
Sympathetic demons. Well, anyway, back to y'all comments over here.
War is bad, and just gonna be on the record. I don't like war.
Yeah,
Okay.
me neither. But I don't know what that had to do with defeating Mundus. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know.
Mundus.
It's hard to secure. See, Sean, you don't understand. Okay, it's hard to secure corporate Netflix deals and like streaming service deals, and
Without
you
like
know you
being
have to.
propaganda.
When you pitch it to somebody, you have to like make it sound a little smarter than what it is and stuff, in order to I guess titillate the you know
Execs.
execs. No Diddy, just but these guys are like Harvard, Yale graduates and stuff. They're like legacy alumni and all this,
Right.
and they're not trying to hear about like Mundus and whatever, like ladies crazy father, and they're trying to. It's gonna be cool when he jumps out the tower and dives upside down and go. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear
That's what I
like
was there to see.
they want to hear like this is actually. I know you think this is silly, but this is actually a metaphor for the war on terror and Dick Cheney, and like, oh yes, interesting.
It's a metaphor about Yo, I didn't,
Go on.
I didn't come to DMC to hear a analysis on neocons, bro. Like what? You do- Nobody likes neocons. Like, what are you talking about? Conservatives don't
Ne-
like neocons.
neocons, Sean.
Man,
They're everywhere. They're still here, by the way. It's like, why can't we just be dangerous and talk about like what's going on right now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
that's too dangerous. You know, the left-right paradigm is a lie. Okay, and the system is controlled by the corporations and the government together.
That's called DMC reboot.
Yes, exactly.
And that's why, for all intents and purposes, the DMC reboot storyline is better than Netflix anime.
Right.
Anyway,
And probably Netflix is involved in this somewhere, some CIA propaganda arm, but you know, it'll be
maybe they are. Didn't,
probably.
by the way, wasn't there some revelation alleged, because I didn't read it, that they said that I've heard rumblings that Sweet Baby was apparently government operated. That,
Colonel Sweet Baby reporting for duty.
I'm like, wait, what?
Scary, bro.
It's like so the government was trying to make games whack. Like,
Yeah. If that's the case, then Sweet Baby, please don't take me out the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just a humble
I
man
don't know how we didn't talk
doing a
about that before.
doing a streaming show right now with this little hater down here. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he's gonna change, okay?
I mean, I can't hate anything. I don't buy games from Sweet Baby. You know what I'm saying? They can do whatever they want. They can fail on their own accord. You know what I mean? That's cool.
Exactly. The CIA operation, if Netflix is or not, I don't know. I'm still waiting on Stranger Things, so they can use all the CIA money to make that and put it out already, please. I need the completion, but it'll never complete because nothing's ever over. Henceforth, these franchises that we're talking about now, like
Wait,
the one you
hold
got
on.
up on screen right now, Rambo prequel, bro.
Hold on. Before we get into that, let me just get through these comments here, because so the last comment I see there is a good one. Junk says, "I don't want." Oh, I read that already. Alfredo says, "I want Hercules Disney reboot to be a prequel for MCU Hercules, is for brand synergy." They'd never do that, but that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
So John says, pretty much they want Hercules to be a to be Teen Cocomelon. I can't. I can't. All right. I mean, I guess they could do whatever you want, because Ohana don't mean family anymore. Um, you would say
yeah. What does Ohana mean now, by the way?
Ohana mean give your kids to the government.
So you can go to college and
Go to
tour.
college. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes.
That's what
The
Ohana
new
means.
the new Lilo and Stitch reboot,
Yes.
by the way.
Yes. Spoilers, y'all.
Where
Sorry.
it's all over the internet. It's on your favorite channels. Okay, like don't shoot the messenger, right? Like you better talk to, I don't know, Heelsworth and Babyface or something. I'm sure, allegedly. I'm just letting y'all know what's up.
Ohana means family. Um. Alfredo said, "Wasn't there a word for a Buffy Vampire Slayer where Buffy was race swap black? Then all the people who look didn't they try? I think they tried to tease that. Or did I make that up? Oh, by the way, shout
Yes.
out to Sean McCart. He's in the chat. It's a long time no see, gentlemen. What's up? Um, that was a thing, right? Like, it was almost a thing.
It was almost a thing. It was almost a thing. Many things have happened. That was announced a while back.
And then they
This is
rescinded like mad fast.
right. This is when Joss Whedon, the creator of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, wasn't canceled yet. And they announced this reboot, and one of his I guess writers from Agents of Shield, I believe, was going to reboot the Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and there was no details, no plot. I don't think there was a storyline, except she was going to be black, or a new Slayer will be black. First of all, it's called they're going to have a black Slayer. And then it seems like the internet was like they didn't want Buffy rebooted at all with a new Slayer. You know, they didn't want somebody else to be called Buffy. no matter what race they are. This includes even the activists that want like everyone to be swapped or something. They said like they didn't even want that. They want like
Oh,
Sarah
so
Michelle
nobody
Gellar.
wanted it. That's interesting, actually.
They want Sarah Michelle Gellar to be training new people. They wanted the Cobra Kai
Yeah. I mean, that would make
treat,
more sense.
mentor thing going
Yes,
on.
yes.
And then they tried to front and say like the the writers and whatever the people in charge said, "Oh no, I would never do that. We would
Okay.
never do that." But in the announcement, they weren't clear. Let's just say that I think it was what they do. These corporations, they like to do these subtle. They call it A/B testing in these marketing schemes,
So, like
where
field testing.
yeah, they let out a little information, and they let social media comment about it, and then they like get the feedback after. So I think they threw that little vague nugget out there so that people would, you know, complain or say, "Yay, reboot," or they'll say, "No, I don't want her to be changed. Mentors, that'll be. I want Sarah Michelle Gellar back." And then they come out and say, "Guys, guess what?"
It's just they were so vague they could deny it all.
Right.
Deny it all.
And then they didn't have a script anyway, and it kind of faded away. And Joss Whedon got canceled
Right.
by his own castmates because of some stuff that happened that we can get into in a minute. And then it went away until this new reboot under new management. So that's what happened.
Okay. All right. There you go. Let's go through the rest of the comments. It says, Junk said, there's a reason why Boondocks doesn't exist in this era. Too many things to call out. I say,
That's
yeah.
right.
Oh man.
They were going to reboot the Boondocks.
Yeah.
They had scripts, and they had some voice talent secured, but they just couldn't get it together. I don't know. Like the network wasn't feeling it or something. Or
Alpha Proto said the Boondocks got iced because of John Witherspoon's son whining that he didn't get cast as granddad in a YouTube video. Huh?
Well, I don't know if it's a fatal blow, but
I would say that if anything, it's probably both of those reasons. Because
yeah.
like the Boondocks just existing now is going to be too crazy. Because Aaron Magruder would definitely call out multiple things. Can you imagine the Boondocks episode on Black Fatigue? It would be hilarious. Oh man, now I almost wish it exists.
Plus, it's kind of hard for them during that era. It was going to be rebooted in. It was like the Trump era.
Yeah,
and they would feel like enormous pressure to.
Oh yeah.
Not lampoon like, the excesses of Black hip hop culture or whatever.
Right.
Media and stuff. Like when Obama was there, then they feel like, well, they have the Black president, so we feel more comfortable lampooning ourselves because they get the achievement of the highest in the land. I think this is how this racial politics work, right? I don't know.
I guess.
Get in the mindset of some corporate Borg man or something, So they probably looked at it and says, "This could be funny, but I'm too scared," or something. And they walked away.
Man, listen. I don't.
These are the new rules, These are the rules. These are the rules. It used to be like, hey, anything that makes money, as long as it makes money, we'll run it up the flagpole or something.
Yeah.
But I think they got chicken or something. Like, remember they had Roseanne, and then she like, I don't know, tweeted that thing, and it was over, bro. And the show was like the #1 show in America, and they cut it off. It was just like back in the day, they would have like took her and put in the asylum or something. And just like brainwashed her to like say whatever they want or something. Now they just won't even bother. Just like, I'm not touching it. She was ready to go. She was like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go apologize and whatever. And they were like, no. But the money I'm making, it's like, I don't know. I don't care about money. It's not about money. We don't. You think this television business is about money? Like, what do you?
Says yes, SBI was proven to be a Canadian psy-op. Canadian? Yeah, that sounds about right. I'll still look into it. Like maybe in a stream next week, I'll like actually like read into it and we'll talk about it or something. Brina's here. What's up? Says hi.
Also,
Uh,
guys, if you'd be so kind, please put a like on the video.
yes, thank you, thank
It'll
you.
boost us in the algo, get some more people in the conversation.
Right.
But most definitely, yeah. You know what's funny? I could tell when I could almost tell when a show is Canadian.
Really?
I can almost sense it sometimes. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just used to knowing what the Canada looks like. You know, a lot of trees and suburbs, and it's like Toronto. It's like it's like a city. Kind of looks like New York, except you don't remember any landmarks from it. So I'm like, this
Right.
this might be Canada, and they have a lot of these light procedurals, like these shows like Castle and whatnot. One guy's a lawyer, the other guy's a writer. Or one guy's a cop, and a woman is a mystery solver or something. It's like these shows that are budget friendly
Say, yep, that's
procedurals.
Toronto.
Yeah, like
Mountains on the
you
horizon, give it away.
can.
uh,
You know what I'm saying? I could tell when some shows got some Canadian shows sneaking up on me.
yeah, just what are you talking about here? So I'm surprised Charmed hasn't been converted to reboot slap. Not yet. Boondocks is desperately needed. Boondocks episode on the 2020 riots. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, it'll be gold.
Maybe
Sure.
in 5 more years.
Yeah, said Rucker's take on Black fatigue would be insane. Said Boondocks BLM and Floyd episodes would immediately be banned, and
Never,
he would be
never.
yeah, it'd be over. I
It will
need
not.
a AAP Boondocks episode. Side note, I'm still peeved, Dad.
Um, Trying to educate the youth.
I was thinking about that all day. I'm like, I can't believe that this is a thing. Like, I can't believe like this exists.
It's out there, bro.
So Boondocks almost got banned for the MLK episode back then. What are you talking? That episode was mad funny.
I heard that the Tyler Perry episode where they make fun of Tyler Perry
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah,
is he was unhappy and they took it off.
yeah. Yeah.
Is that true?
I
They
believe
wouldn't rerun it.
so. I think that was actually a thing. Yeah, Mr. Perry was not too happy back then,
That guy's run ever since then. That guy runs everything, bro.
bro.
He has like a zillion shows and a zillion writer credits on each show. It's like, dude, you ain't writing like 100 scripts a week. Like, stop. Like,
Yo, remember we had the Tyler Perry clip? The dude getting slapped in that show. That joke was.
oh yeah, that was weird. He like had a guy that all of his shows are soap operas, and it was some scene in a hospital room or something, and they were fighting over some woman, and then some guy got slapped, and then he did some kind of pirouette ballet turn or something and fell on the floor. It was kind of like
He
ridiculous.
got alpha countered vertically, and then like he just fell.
Right, exactly. And I don't know what that was about. Like, was that like some?
He thought that was choreography, bro. What do you mean?
Oh, okay. That was his action
See, I don't
choreography.
know how it rolls here. Like, I would show 2B stuff on here, but I don't know if I could show that here because I don't know like how Mr. You know that boy's. I don't know what the copyright is like on that. But if it was a 2B thing, I would definitely show it. We gotta have a 2B night on stream here on YouTube, just so we could show all the stuff. But anyway, we gonna get into these reboots, which I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I have unless I read some good things here, because I know of these things, I just haven't read into it. But like the moment I hear about it, I have like immediate disdain. I'm just like, why are we doing this? Like, can we not? Now the headline here, which is John Rambo prequel incoming from Sisu director Jamari Hilander. I hope I'm saying that right. Now these are John Wick people, right? No.
No, I think this guy is on his own. He's not American.
Okay.
I don't think the choreo, the choreo.
I didn't know if he was on the team or something.
I don't think it's from the John Wick people. No.
Was Sisu? They didn't have producers from. I thought I might be misinformed.
Like I think Sisu's an action movie about a guy fighting the Nazis in
Right. Which I
World
wanted
War
to see
II,
actually. I just never got to see it.
and they had a lot of over the top violent action,
Mm-hmm.
which on a budget, and it looked good for its budget. Like the action was, kind of interesting and over the top professional, and
Mm-hmm.
it would be interesting to see him do the action of a Rambo movie. It'd be interesting if he directed the last Rambo. But what I'm hearing here is that Stallone is not involved. Like, read the first. It's right there, bro. Look at the first
All right,
sentence.
says Rambo will be returning to cinemas, but without Sylvester Stallone in the role, as a prequel title, John Rambo, is in development. Deadline reported the news, which was announced at that's Cannes, right? Cannes from Millennium Films. It's
Con,
Cannes,
the
excuse me.
Con Festival.
Cannes, excuse me. Which was announced at Cannes from Millennium Films, excuse me. Specific plot details remain under wraps, but John Rambo will explore Rambo's origin in the Vietnam War and the traumatic experiences that set him on the path in the iconic 1982 film First Blood. So I guess realistically, he can't be involved because it's a prequel.
Yes, the early days of Rambo.
Although when they say involved, I'm surprised they don't at least have him as like producer or something. Some kind of.
He had this issue with Creed. They kind of bumped him off. Like they kind of just pushed him out. Stallone.
Hmm.
You know, like his story was pretty much wrapped up. His story was wrapped up in Rocky Balboa, and
Hmm.
he was brought back in Creed, and then his story was wrapped up again in Creed 2.
Right.
And then Creed 3, he wasn't even in it. He was mentioned in one line or something like, "I owe this victory to my father and Rocky," or something like that. But now I must do it on my own, or something like that.
Hmm.
And I think he might have got a producer credit in name only, but I can't even confirm that. And that's it. Like he's out. And I remember he had some angry Instagram posts saying how the producer
Hmm.
Irvin Winkler and his sons were like kind of pushing him out of the franchise. They were like, they don't want to let me write anything. They don't want to let me, I want to do another Rocky with me in it. He wants to train somebody else.
Hmm.
He was like, well, Creed can do his thing and I'll do my thing. And they were like, no. They just announced this, and they announced some Drago reboot or something, and with Dolph, and Stallone got mad at Dolph. Like Stallone got mad at Dolph and said, why you betray me, bro? I thought there's no friends in this industry or something." And then and I think like Dolph had to call Stallone and say, "I don't even know about this, bro. I
Oh.
wouldn't have signed on the dotted line without you knowing." And then he was like, "Oh, my bad." So it was a lot of heat. He was heated. So I can't imagine that he's happy about this because it sounded
Mm,
like they even, I don't know.
I would
I,
suspect he's not happy. He's not a.
but I think he wanted to do a young Rambo show. I remember him talking about this, so maybe he wouldn't mind this because he talked about he wanted to do a young Rambo show.
Interesting. Well, okay, I will say that you saw Sisu, right?
Yes,
And it was good, right?
it was okay. It was good enough. I
All
mean,
right. I remember I
I
wanted to
didn't hate
see
it.
it. So, seeing that the guy from Sisu, well, I could only
I mean,
talk.
it's like it's not realistic action. It's like
That's fine.
grindhousey a little bit, but it's good. It's
Yeah,
funny. It's
whatever.
fun. You know.
I mean, I could only judge from the trailer because the trailer looked dope.
Yeah.
Um, so seeing, uh,
I
you
scrolled
know,
down a little bit. Like,
mhm.
oh, okay, like it has to talk about like. I remember reading another article, and it said that, oh, he wasn't formally like asked, but he can be involved if he wants to, or something like that.
Hmm. Let me see here. The film will be directed by Jomari Helander from for Big Game, was that Big Game and Sisu, from a script by Rory Haynes and I'm going to butcher that name. So yeah, from Rory Haynes, and I guess this person did Black Adam. Casting is
Mhm.
currently underway for a young John Rambo, with production set to take place in Thailand in October. Hmm.
Black Adam, huh?
I mean,
Well, it was a movie.
I didn't absolutely hate Black Adam, but it's like I didn't like it either. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
yeah, it
it was
was
like as
like
good.
it exists or something.
Yeah, it was as good as it was gonna get, as per the parameters of the DC universe imploding on itself financially, and the fact that Dwayne the Rock Johnson picked a very obscure to mainstream America a superhero, like the super villain. He's a villain, by the way.
Right.
He's a Shazam villain, and Shazam wasn't even in the movie.
I know. So he had that one cameo by Superman.
I don't know. There's like a lot going against it, I would say. But other than that, I don't know what was good about it. Doctor Fate, I think, was the best part of it.
Yeah,
Pierce Brosnan,
I just
special
didn't.
effects.
I didn't like the movie's like color balance. Like, it had none. It's like I didn't know what the color theme of the movie was. Like usually, like movies have overarching color. It was just I was like, yo, this what is happening right now? My eyes are being like torn out of my head just looking at this film. But hold on, let me see some of the comments here. Wait, what? I heard the Tyler Perry studio has a perfect replica of the Oval Office, so he rents out to studios to use in the movie. Oh, huh. Interesting.
That's interesting. That's
Yeah,
smart, I guess.
yeah. Actually,
Of course, it gets him like more revenue to make all these bad shows. Like,
our brother said your boy Zach and Critical Drinker wrote the Rambo prequels and made comics of them. They are named First Kill. I think I remember reading that.
oh yeah, I think I remember that. And I guess Stallone endorsed it or he promoted it, but
Oh,
I guess they're not using. Like, he has to get permission to these things. I don't know how, but then again, I don't know how they're making this unless he's involved with this on the low and they didn't talk about it.
hmm.
Interesting. Yeah,
It says here, Sisu was actually good though. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I don't know why I didn't watch it, but I'm
yeah,
going to watch it.
yeah. It's pretty good.
They could remake a novel accurate First Blood. Not sure if people will like it as much as the classic movie though. I don't know. I haven't read the novel, so I couldn't tell you the differences in it. So you got to have Stallone writing it though. He was John. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see his reaction to this if this thing gains traction, right?
Yeah, I read in the Wikipedia when he got involved, he rewrote the script like 7 times or something, and he added the part at the end where he talks about like where he nothing is over. Like, he does that whole speech where he's like finally breaks down and like cries, and
Hmm.
so he was involved with that script and the rest of the scripts too, like part 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. He was co-writer on those. So we'll see. It's very interesting. What they could do is that they should have old man Rambo and young Rambo
Hmm.
like interspersed a little bit. Maybe he's telling his story to somebody at a VA home or something, at a
That's an
veterans
idea.
home.
Yeah.
Maybe some crime happens and he's flashbacking during the thing he's going to foil.
Right.
Like, he's going to foil a crime and he flashbacks to his old days or something. I don't know, something like that.
That would be
So you
interesting.
get Stallone in it and young Stallone at the same time.
I got a question. Who would play young Stallone? Young Rambo? Who would?
This I do not know because they're gonna have to get him on steroids. There's no new action stars. Like, I don't know, who looks like him? Who looks like Stallone? Are they gonna give like Adam Driver like steroids or something? Is that what they're gonna do?
Nah, we can't be doing that.
Like,
Can we do that? No, I'm pretty sure we can't do that. Like I'm
They
pretty.
want to try to, yeah, they want to try to put that guy in everything. They want him to play Al Pacino in Heat. They want to reboot Heat.
They don't want
They want to
Adam
make
Driver to play.
Al Pacino. I forget the names of the characters.
Remember that time they wanted him to be Nightwing?
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, all right, no, like y'all gotta stop.
They were saying it so much, I felt like it was already like a done deal.
Like we not doing this today. not as Nightwing. Sorry. I have an idea in the chat says Timothy Chalamet as John Rambo.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, yeah, just give him some. Hold on.
You gonna roid up? He would have to roid up a lot.
Let me see.
I don't think he would show up to a script written by the writers of Black Adam, though. I don't think he would. I don't think he probably trying to get into a Christopher Nolan movie. The dude was like nominated for Academy Award. He ain't gonna be young Rambo, okay?
If he worked out, I guess I could kind of see it.
How tall is this guy? Oh, Stallone's not that tall either. Not like he's not 6 feet. Like I don't know. Like that's what super heroic people are supposed to look like. So that doesn't matter.
Wait. How? Yeah, hold on. How tall is he? Let me see. Height.
Yeah, like a kid, but it's young Rambo.
He's
5'10". That's pretty good. It's all right.
But how tall is Stallone? I mean, not that like we're not gonna be doing like a comparison, like in real time.
I mean, if he was like the producer too, but it's I don't know, it's playing films. I mean, like he's not gonna be in this. Like, he's like considering this.
Oh snap!
Hey!
Oh, hey!
You wanna play young me?
Yo, we got it. We casted the movie, y'all. Courtesy of Junk. He casted the movie.
Bam.
Now, Junk, you need credit in this movie. You know what I mean? Like
casted by Junk.
Yo.
Alpha Proto says, yes, Stallone didn't know why he was needed for Creed 3, so he noped out. Yeah.
He said, that was a joke, man. Bro, it's 70% estrogen. Hey, nah, it's too late. He's the same height. We got to run with the joke now.
They're going to roid him up like they did Robert Pattinson for Batman.
Well, I mean, I assume that is also a joke. He need to go on the whatchamacallit, the Wolverine diet. That's what you need to do.
Exactly. So that's a Rambo for you. You know, a lot of details, but the director, I guess, at least he has a visual style, a distinct visual style. You know, unlike the last Rambo, it was directed by the guy who did Get the Gringo with Mel Gibson, which wasn't a bad movie, but it was too many years between Get the Gringo and Rambo: Last Blood for him to maintain the energy of the Gringo.
Right.
I mean,
hold on. Sean McCart said the dude from The Bear.
Oh yeah, you can get that guy too.
What's that dude's name again? I forget.
Jeremy Allen White.
I meant to watch that show, by the way.
It's not bad. It's okay. I saw the first few episodes. It's okay. Very serious show. It's like,
yeah, I know.
There's a comedy in it. Like
I saw the scene where
I can't get this restaurant. My brother and my father.
I just seen the scene like where they were fighting at the table and John Berton acting up, hitting dude with the fork. I'm like, oh, good grief, man! Like,
it's all very serious, and I'm like, it's about making sandwiches, right? Like, how good these sandwiches got to be?
Amen.
Yes, chef. We will get the sandwiches, chef. But I guess it's like, I don't know. It's what you got to do nowadays.
One of my boys was telling me that show's supposed to be about the guy who originally trained Chef Ramsay.
I don't know. Maybe
I did not check up on that. But yeah.
Composite of many things, right? So they don't get sued. Yeah. So there you go. That's Rambo. Thing is, I mean, look, Stallone. They want to seize these properties from Stallone for some reason. Like, I don't know what the story is, or they want to, like, I guess, bully him into a more subservient position to the producers and the writers and directors. Maybe I don't really know. This is my assumption based off of Stallone's past complaints.
Mm-hmm.
As per Creed 3, he was pushed out. They won't let him do a Rocky movie with him in it. I'm not sure what the story is. But I don't know. He had the last Expendables I heard was not good.
I didn't see that one. I kind of refused to.
It got bad
That's the one that
reviews.
was went PG-13, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
no, it back to rated R, but the one before it, Expendables 3, was PG-13. And it kind of killed the franchise.
Mm.
And those were not as tightly done as like the first Expendables, which was kind of not that tight either. But at least it was had some kind of fun factor.
Right.
Because Stallone didn't direct it. He stopped directing these things. Like he came back after a slump, after like a hiatus. He was doing straight to video stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then he came back with Rocky Balboa, and then Rambo, and he wrote and directed those, and then Expendables as well. And then after that, it was just like, okay, I'll star in some stuff and I'll make sequels, but I won't direct them. And I kind of wish he would direct these. I wish he would direct this Rambo.
Yeah.
But the Sisu guy could be interesting. We'll see.
Yeah. Hold on, Brina had a question. I don't know. You're gonna have to look that one up. I was trying to look that up about the bear, but I haven't gotten the. Maybe you can let me know in the chat.
It was a very intense show. I mean, like,
Junk said it was cool seeing Jean-Claude Van Damme return in Expendables. It was. I wish his fight scene was longer.
yeah. And I don't think Van Damme was in a movie in the theater since, right?
No, he hasn't.
I don't know why. Like, I kind of want to see him come back as like he could be a villain or something, or like a mentor or something, as in one of these action movies now, right? Like he could be in the John Wick. He could have been a ballerina teaching the ballerina how to fight or something, right? Like, what's the story? Why is Van Damme being blacklisted? Well, I think Van Damme's in some legal problems right now, actually. That
What?
yeah, they're accusing some crimes that are pretty heinous. I think. I just want
Oh.
to put that out there in case people are like, why aren't you mentioning this?
Oh man.
They're trying to get him on some. He's denying it. He's saying it's all not true and all this. So I just want to put that out there as well. Okay, JCVD. Okay.
Oh man.
So I'm not gonna get into all that, but
It's always something.
maybe that'll slow it down a little bit. But make justice be served. I don't know what to say about that.
I tell you what though, this I would be interested to see what they do with this, but it does us just trying to find a suitable person to play is finally bringing the problem that we always talk about. Who are the new action stars? Crickets.
Well, I guess if I have to name them,
Yeah,
I
we could name
guess
all the 60-year-olds.
yeah. But I'm saying, like, I guess they consider Chris Pratt as an act. He's like a superhero. He's not even a superhero, really. He's the Guardians of the Galaxy guy. He's an adventure star. Like he's not. He
Sure.
wasn't anything rated R.
No.
He wasn't fighting anybody like in a realistic setting. He was fighting dinosaurs in the Jurassic Park movie or running from them, and he was in the Guardians of the Galaxy hitting an alien.
I'm talking about combat, like I need.
Yeah, we're talking like Die Hard, Rambo, like
people that hit other people. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like,
Bad Boys, stuff like that. Trying shooting a
like,
guy. He was in that Netflix, no, sorry, Amazon Prime show, the Terminal List.
oh,
He was trying to do some action and stuff like that.
right.
I tried to watch it, bro. I couldn't finish it. I thought it was kind of boring.
That's another thing. They got to stop putting people like when they try to make them action stars. Stop putting in these boring things. Like, didn't they put like Michael B. Jordan in something that was only like, eh? Also on
Yeah,
Amazon.
yeah. He was in this Tom Clancy joint. I forgot what it was called, and he played some agent. and he was fighting people. The fight scenes were okay.
Hmm.
It was an okay movie. It wasn't bad or anything. It's just kind of slow in parts, and they didn't commit to it being an action movie. I
Right.
felt like those two movies, those two projects there, were made at a time when the streaming services didn't know how to make an action movie. They
Right.
didn't really get that the John Wick formula was here to stay. Like they didn't get it. So they tried to have it was mostly like a drama thriller with some action parts in the beginning and end kind of.
Right.
Terminalist was kind of like that too. Now with Reacher, now with all these Netflix action films and the streaming stuff, Havoc and things like that, Extraction. Now they know like okay, I'm supposed to have these action movies happening, these action scenes happening every 10 minutes and stuff
Oh
like
yeah, I
that.
forgot to have it, but yeah, yeah, they getting the timing down.
Yeah, Chris Hemsworth, I guess, is an
I
action
was about to say
guy.
Chris Hemsworth and his brother.
Yeah, his brother. I don't know. Like his brother is like they'll be putting him in a lot of stuff, but he has done action. He was on that Quibi show where he was running around. Ain't nobody know about that but me.
I was about to say I don't know about that.
Remember Quibi?
No.
It's on We Know. Subscribe it. It's
What they had, but Chris, he had what? Extraction 2. Those were cool. Um,
and that's it. I don't know. That was
yeah,
it. No more. No
but
more action stars.
we got good news, y'all. Once his contract ends in Doomsday, as only semi-confirmed on the internet, it's not confirmed actually. He just like he wrote some like thank you letter to the fans. So like to all the fans, I thank you for being there for as I've played Thor for these many years, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, you about to croak in Doomsday, aren't you?
Huh.
It's over. It's over. It's done. So, and I'm thinking like, wow, Last Avenger, just going bye bye. Well, no, isn't Ant-Man still around? But anyway, so once he is like Thor leaves this mortal coil, maybe then like I don't know, Chris Hemsworth could do a bunch of action movies or something.
Junk says Jean could have been an older Johnny Cage. I think they have Carl Urban as an older Johnny Cage in the new movie.
Yes, to co-star with the real star of Mortal Kombat, Cole Young.
Exactly. He and Alice from Resident Evil are the true stars of those franchises. Okay, that's what they want you to believe.
Facts. Matter of fact, we
All right,
should
but
get a
somehow,
crossover between Cole Young and Alice from Resident Evil.
exactly. But somehow Cole Young, I guess, didn't have that much heat. They gave Alice a hard time. They gave Mila Jovovich a hard time. They would say you're not really. I feel like the fan community gave her more
They
beef than
did.
they
Except for
given
me,
Cole.
I will equalize the disdain for Cole Young. Okay, I will always never like Cole Young.
And the actors were all right. I like the actor. He was in the Cobra Kai last
Oh yeah, I
season
got no
playing the
problem with
bad
the acting.
guy. It's just that character, bro. Can't you play another character in Mortal Kombat? There's 800 of these characters, bro. Can you play one of these dudes, Kung Lao, somebody, bro?
Oh, and let's not forget the last trifecta, which the last part of the three that doesn't count because the show no longer exists, which was Bruce Wayne's fake son from Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights, bro.
What was it? What's his name? Turner.
Turner Hayes, bro.
Ah,
Gotham Knights on the CW. Man, they got that guy Castiel involved in that show, bro. I'm like, damn, bro. You think after Supernatural, these guys be in movies? They had the chops to be starring in films, and then Castiel in the Marvel Gotham Knights show, bro.
but they were the trio of made up characters that never existed franchises. You know what I'm saying?
The Supernatural crew deserve better.
They
Can we
do.
just say that?
Yes, no,
Like
they do.
Jared Padalecki, Jensen Ackles, and Castiel. I don't know why I forget his name. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I forget his name too. That's not cool.
It's
I should
funny. Like
look it up right now.
the show has been on in a while. I don't want to Castiel. Whoa. Misha Collins.
There you go.
They all deserved better. Like Jared Padalecki, Walker reboot, where the dude is crying. and dealing with family issues instead of doing the
What?
karate.
Walker done?
I think Walker's done, and I think they tried to spin off Walker, or they did.
Oh,
They were trying to make this into some kind of like ghetto Yellowstone type thing on the CW. Like they were trying to have Walker in
oh.
the Western time, like the Walker family. Like they're trying to like those Yellowstone 1830 whatever,
This fits the topic of nostalgia, by the way. Yeah,
bruh.
don't bring that back. Okay, whoever is responsible for the production of that show, don't ever cook again. just, just, just.
And
Oh,
then Jensen Ackles is playing like Soldier Boy and the Boys.
you know, I still
He
haven't
just
caught up to
like,
that season.
and it's because like the guy who created the Boys show on Prime created Supernatural, so he had like an instant gig.
Crypty.
And then he created the Winchesters spinoff on the CW that only lasted one season. And I remember Jared Padalecki was mad because he didn't know about it.
Wow.
But they later made up. Now I think they're talking about like they want to go back and do like another Supernatural like mini series or something, or a movie or something like that, to like kind of, because the last episode was pretty bad. Like I don't care what nobody say. That last episode was bad. It had COVID era production values. I'm sorry, the cool. I don't know what we could say on this.
Yeah, we still not allowed to say that.
I don't know what you're supposed to say. You know, I'm not deriding. I'm just saying the facts.
Right.
Like
Yeah,
it had that 6 feet apart like production value. It was mad, ghetto, and obvious, and lame, and terrible, and they need to redo that whole mess. You need to reboot that for the fact that they messed up before. And that's that. Anyway, that's why everybody's trying to get a franchise, bro. Because you go on your own, there's nothing out there, bro. That's why they're trying to go back to Supernatural, bro. You got to hang on to these franchises, bro. Like, look here, we got the X-Files reboot. Yep. This guy Mulder wish he didn't leave back then. I'm sure he would have did a couple more seasons, secure that bag.
I mean, didn't he get a bag off of doing oh my goodness, what's the show?
Californication.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think he got a bag off of that. And this show, he was kind of like, he had some executive producer points, and he even like directed an episode, and he kind of wrote a little bit, maybe like a couple shows. And I think what happened was that they sold the syndication rights behind his back, and that diminished his bag money. You know what I'm saying? Because he felt it was a price that he was not satisfied. He wasn't satisfied with.
Right.
And then he got mad, and then he said, all right, after my contract's up, I'm not coming back. And that's when they put Robert Patrick from Terminator in it.
Oh, that's when the T-1000 jumped in?
To play Doggett. Yeah, remember Doggett? That was a weird time, bro. Like, us marks for television did not understand this whole thing. You're like, you're leaving the number one show? Like, to do that on a movie with Angelina Jolie playing God that flopped. Like, okay, whatever. It makes sense. It's some part of the universe. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm talking like 1990s television inside baseball that like 3 people are going to know about. But that's why you come here. The X-Files reboot. Everything to know about Ryan Coogler's, gamer word scary, effing scary take, and possible return of Gillian Anderson.
Of only Gillian Anderson? What do we got here, man?
Actually, that's not the gamer word. That's just a curse word. Let me see that again. Let me see that. Read that right for the clip. The X-Files reboot. Everything to know about Ryan Coogler's effing scary take and possible return of Gillian Anderson is right, and it's the May 2025 update, because this was announced a long time ago.
Yeah, we've been hearing about this for a minute.
All they said was Ryan Coogler is a producer on this. The end. And you didn't hear anything about it forever. Now it's back, probably because of what the first paragraph is going to say.
Okay.
It's safe to say that Ryan Coogler's Sinners is a runaway box office hit. In less than a month, the R-rated flick has raked in over 214 million stateside and 283 million worldwide, which should be an answer to anybody who questions whether the hard-hitting original IP is what audiences want. Oh, they want it. What yet? Yet, what will happen when Coogler climbs aboard the reboot, revival, remake train next? For starters, you can count on Coogler to make the trip worthwhile, both as an investment of his talents and his audience's time. Who wrote this? Like
Um,
Coogler's mom or something? Like who?
some lady wrote it on.
His agent himself.
It's very
All
pro.
right. Yeah, Monster of the Week, paranoia, skepticism, and a full dynamic, central dynamic full of unresolved sexual tension by FBI agents Dana Scully and Mulder. That's a vast simplification of what the X Files series delivered over the course of 11 seasons, counting those two that launched in 2026 and multiple movies. Now the truth is out there again. Now the truth is out there again. And Kugler will crack it. Let's see what that truth is delivering so far.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Did we build time machines?
No.
The tense is messing with me. Counting those two that launched in 2026.
Yes,
I'm
they
sure that's
were
a typo.
counting those two that launch 11 seasons. No, they're correct. Launched 2026. Oh no, that's not right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah,
2026,
yes. That's what I'm saying.
bro. 2026.
What's happening?
Who wrote this? Up Rocks? Is this like a hip hop website?
It's the AAVE website, bro. Like,
I don't know. I don't know. X Files was big in the hip hop community, right?
was it?
And the DMX is he involved? DMX Files.
Hold on. What is this ad? All right, there we go.
Let me just skip to the good stuff. He says, "Oh, it's happening. He will probably also have a powerful soundtrack to boot. But those are tidbits for another day. Right now, we must draw attention to how Kugler, while promoting Sinners, told last podcast on the left that the X Files reboot is immediately next for his schedule. I've been excited about that for a long time, and I'm fired up to get back to it. Some of those episodes, if we do our jobs right, will be really effing scary."
So he's doing a show. It's not a movie. Okay.
Right. And what of Gillian Anderson's interest? And what of Gillian Anderson's interest in returning as FBI agent Dana Scully? Kugler added that they are in contact. We're going to try to make something really great, bro. And make something for the real X-Files fans and maybe find some new ones. Granted, Anderson hasn't inked a deal yet, but Kugler did add she's incredible and fingers crossed there. Okay.
All right. All
More
right.
gibberish. And
What do we think about this? I feel like I should watch Sinners to get a feel on what he would do with the genre. Well, even though that's not really, that's more of a time horror piece or something. All I got from him was Black Panther and he did Wakanda Forever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Original creator Chris Carter is also pumped for Kugler's vision, as he told Inverse. I just asked him what his ideas were, and he told me, and I said, those sound like good ideas. Carter said, no matter what, he's got a hard job. Casting is a hard job. Mounting it is a hard job. All those problems that I dealt with are going to be his problems. It says, will David Duchovny make a comeback?
That's the real question.
Yeah. All right. The article says, well, maybe, as David Duchovny admitted to Screen Rants, it just depends on Chris Carter or the other writers. I'm always like, hey, let's see. He did, however, specify that I don't know what my character will be like at my age. All right.
Yeah.
That's that. That's that.
Oh.
Right. So it sounds like they don't have any. They don't have a script either. He had some ideas. Chris Carter said he liked those ideas. Then again, there were two attempts to try to reboot the X Files.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple attempts, I think. They had the X Files movie, not the first movie
Mm-hmm.
that aired in the 90s.
Right.
Not the first movie that came out in the 90s. It was the second movie that came out in the 2000s.
I didn't see that
X
one.
Files, I Want to Believe, and they were tracking down a serial killer. It was pretty bad.
That it was about a serial killer.
It was about a serial killer.
No supernatural antics. No.
I think at the end they were, I don't know, spoiler alert, I don't know, they're trying to like stitch together some body parts to create some new thing, and it didn't really work out, or I don't know what they were trying to do.
Why I want to
Is
see a X Files movie that is not about aliens, bro.
I don't know, bro. I think like they got a lot of these, I don't know, internet fans to convince them that the alien thing was lame because the plot got convoluted, and they should just deal with like, I don't know, scary supernatural one-off stuff, because those were the better episodes. The Monster of the Week procedurals. But it's like I watched the show. I try to do like a binge
Mm-hmm.
on the older episodes. I like the conspiracy episodes. I like the aliens. It was fun. It made
Yeah.
You could tell like when those episodes were on, you could tell like everything got stepped up a bunch, like the production value, the acting, because they felt like the story was going to go somewhere. Maybe eventually didn't go anywhere that people wanted or something, but they were fun. I don't know. I was into it. And the show should be about aliens, especially now that you have all this alien disclosure stuff happening in Congress. They should
Oh
really
yeah,
get
hold
back to the
on. Wait a minute. Right. I'm gonna listen. For those who haven't only been subscribed to the channel as of recent, one of our old live streams we were covering that whole, when did that happen? Like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, or something. When they the bunch of
Yeah, you can look back in our old live stream. We talked about the alien hearings in Congress,
yes.
and these guys came out and they started to say that there were reports of like these UFO sightings. And there was one that talked about a giant red square that was floating in the sky, the size of a football field, and weird stuff like that.
Float, and then it like zoomed away and like
Right.
came out the water, and like it was unreal. I'm just like listening to this stuff, and I'm just like, so y'all gonna report this once and never talk about it again?
And I think fans weren't satisfied with the last two seasons of X Files, the revivals. Like they tried to bring it back, like with older Mulder and Scully. And the first season tried to be the season 11, I guess they called it. I don't know. They tried to say that the alien conspiracy was all fake, and it was actually like a ruse by the government to have you believe they were aliens when they're really just doing like brainwashing or something like that. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And then the season after that, which I didn't see, I think they were trying to take that back a bit and be like, nah, the aliens aren't real or something. I don't know. Because they went too far with their ideas,
Nah,
with Chris
see,
Carter's wacky ideas. So now I guess and Gillian Anderson wasn't happy
yeah,
with the last season of X Files, so she said, I'm not doing it anymore. But
okay.
now that Ryan Coogler is involved, and the Wakanda man, they're like, ooh, maybe the flavor of the month.
Give a fresh new take. Oh, Jump says it's gotta go, but it was fun. All right, thanks for
All
thanks
right,
thanks for showing up. Definitely appreciate your input, man. It's cool.
yeah. What did the chat gotta say? Alpha Proto says, "Is Gillian Anderson's half alien baby gonna be part black?"
Throwback.
Yeah, because she was like, yeah, she had a. Oh, there was. I think the reveal, because I saw it on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
is that Gillian Anderson was pregnant again. The character
Yes.
Scully is pregnant again with another baby, another
Mm. Huh.
a mystery baby. Junk says people forget X Files was written by ex FBI agent, which made The episodes are believable and even prophetic in some regards.
Hmm.
Who was the agent? Who was the agent? I remember they would talk about that, like the FBI was like, you know, swarming the set, or as consultants and things. Alpha Proto says X Files already came back a couple years ago. Yep. Junk says once a headline uses game words, I'll even give it a read because it's premium shillery. It's gonna be effing awesome. It's gonna be crazy, stupid, outrageously. And like, bro, you have no script, right? Yeah,
At all.
I'm just. It's gonna be awesome, bro. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Hold on. In the essence of time, let's jump to see what they're saying about Buffy because I do have to run up out of here soon. But
Right. So you got Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So this is the next one on the reboot train.
mm-hmm.
And it says Buffy the Vampire Slayer reboot cast Ryan Kira Armstrong as the newest Slayer. Right.
I'm assuming that's her.
That's her.
Okay.
And off this little screen I got here, you got to read that.
Okay. Oh wait. Hold on. Yeah.
You have to read the whole thing. You just read the relevant.
Yeah. Fans.
Actually, I could do it now.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
This says, fans of Buffy the Vampire Slayer bid adieu to the supernatural drama way back in 2003 after watching 7 seasons of Buffy Summers, the Slayer destroy vampires and other evils in her California hometown, Sunnydale. The show star, Sarah Michelle Gellar, has always indicated that her role as Buffy was a closed chapter, but on February 3rd, Variety reported Hulu was very close to ordering a pilot for a reboot and that Gellar was in final talks to once again play the iconic title character. And it's not official, but Gellar herself has certainly confirmed that those talks are happening. On February 6th, she posted on Instagram about the reports in which the character is saying if the apocalypse comes, we already know. She is confirmed for this reboot. They're trying to stretch out the article to get credited aid.
Right.
But we already know. Gellar explained that she's always said no to the possibility of bringing Buffy back, but after talking to her friend, producer, and executive Gail Berman, she became open to a conversation with director Chloe Zhao. Now, Chloe Zhao directed The Eternals, Sean, and the movie No Man Land about Frances McDormand living in a van or a truck or something. So this is what's going on with that.
Fun. No, I didn't see the latter that you mentioned, but I definitely saw the Eternals.
Oh, you saw The Eternals?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Maybe you mentioned it and I just like blocked it
Oh
out of my
yeah, I
mind.
saw the
What?
Eternals.
And what did you think about the film? You can help us out.
I think that the film last sequence was a decent superhero battle.
Oh.
Movie was trash, but like I had to get the good part out there, like
yeah, we're hoping that you can stretch out that into the good part out.
Yeah. I mean that was the good part of it, but
well, according to this article, Gellar is blown away that Chloe even knew who she was, or I was, and that, as I've always done, I told Gail that I just didn't see a way for the show to exist again, and our 20-minute coffee turned into a 4-hour adventure. Laugh, cried, yes, okay. The show, we mostly talked about how much the show means to us. Okay, it says these conversations did continue over the next few years. So obviously they've been talking about this for a while. Mm-hmm. And we added the incredible Nora and Lila Zuckerman to our title, A Little Tribe, until ultimately one day we landed on an idea. But it was not something I could do unless I was sure we would get it right. This has been a long process and it's not over yet. I promise you, we will only make this show if we know we can do it right. And I would tell you, we are on the path there. Right. To all the fans who never stopped asking for this will be for you. All right. It says who will return in the Buffy reboot? All right. Julia Landau played Drusilla and says she'd love to return. Not confirmed though, but she would love to return. All right. Okay. And then who else? Scroll down. David Boreanaz, who played Buffy's vampire love interest Angel, simply commented on her post. This is the new Slayer. Excited for you and your journey. Enjoy the moments and continue to always give back to the fans. Godspeed. That means that he's probably not going to be in it.
Well, I guess both him and Spike, cannot be in it because
They're vampires.
Yeah, they're vampires, and seeing them age is gonna it's just gonna be take it out of the lore.
Right.
So I guess it'd be best for them not to be around. There's no vampire ages unless I don't know you're Blade or something.
Charisma Carpenter, who played Cordelia Chase, says, could there be a more relevant time for such a story? She would probably want to be in it.
Yeah.
Maybe they'd find a way for her to come back. And Seth Green, Oz the Werewolf wrote, I always love that we're in two separate Scooby gangs together. Yeah, Seth Green left the show in season 4, and he didn't come back, even for like a cameo. But maybe he'll come back for this, gotta get that paper.
Yeah.
Of course, he's probably got a lot of money in the bank for being the voice of a voice on the Family Guy, for all those years.
Oh, true. Yo, where's my man's Connor, bro?
Connor, we're bringing back Angel. Allison Hannigan, who she was in selfies with Sarah Michelle Gellar on Instagram, so maybe Willow will come back. Huh. So that's 2. You got 2, okay? I mean, you don't need everybody to come back.
No.
Maybe you do. I don't know. It'd be good, but if at least it's who's new to the cast. Yes, we already know it's Ryan Kira Armstrong, and they broke the news in a video, so they do a little promo. Okay, that's good enough.
Yeah.
So they're bringing this back. I guess what they're saying is that the original creator Joss Whedon will not be involved.
Right. Instead, it would be Eternals person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay. Let me.
And 2 new writers. The writing was the most important part of the show, like Buffy and Angel.
Yeah.
So it's gonna depend on the writing staff. Maybe the Eternals director has a could do cinematics well. Maybe
I think that's the
widescreen approach or something.
Yeah, I think she could manage cinematics, to be honest.
But and Joss Whedon got canceled because he was the whole cast went against him.
Yeah.
They revealed
he was being a creep or something, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. I don't know. They said a bunch of things. I don't know. It's I think they fired Charisma Carpenter said that she got fired because she was pregnant, and then they said that they rewrote the season to fit that, but then Joss was mad, or she felt, I don't know, and then they didn't bring her back for the next season. And I think that guy Ray Fisher, remember Cyborg?
Yes, I remember that.
Saying he was a bad man or something, and it all seemed to happen at the same time.
Right.
And then he was the toast of the town before he was doing the Justice League movie, and then in one day it was over. And then but he created the show. Mm-hmm. He wrote the original movie. It's his characters. He wrote the best episodes of those seasons, the originals.
Right.
He has a distinctive voice as a writer, and I don't know how they're going to be able to replicate that without it sounding like a MCU imitation, like every other person that's tried to imitate Whedon speak.
Right.
For the past 20-something years. And how nowadays they like to push the agendas and the really lay the message on super thick.
No subtlety.
Right. It's going to take a lot of restraint to try and not out.
I don't trust them to have any subtlety. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And now this is officially a Disney property, I think, because they bought Fox, and
Oh,
now this is a Disney thing. X Files as well. Like they bought Fox, so they own X Files
oh,
and
that's
Buffy.
right. Oh, then what conversation am I even having? These joints about gonna be trash. Pure basura is coming our way.
Ay,
Yeah,
ay, ay.
99% chance. All right, let me give them grace. A 70% chance.
Audi with a chance of meatballs.
Yeah,
It's gonna be bad, bro. Rainy days ahead.
I'll give them 60%. I'm being real generous right now. 60%, 40% chance is good.
Yowza, bro. I don't know. It's gonna be tough because it's like
They try to give you one like Disney tried to give people what they wanted in that Daredevil show. It's had the stupidest season finale of all time, but uh,
I know it's tough to bring something back, and that wasn't even like this is even further removed from this is like 20 something years, 25 years later or something like that. I don't know,
mhm.
maybe more. And then the Daredevil, that was like less time, right? That was like what,
um,
7 years, maybe
yeah, there's about
6, 7.
mhm.
They came back, and it's like they couldn't figure out like how to do anything, action scenes, what his outfit was going to look like. They had to reshoot the whole thing to have him in the outfit that people want to see.
Yeah,
Couldn't figure out the tone. It was like really weird. They had to do like multiple reshoots to get it looking somewhat like
they
the
tried.
Netflix originals.
We're talking about a new batch of people who can seemingly not do cool things again. Like Thanos perished, and the cool perished with him. And all we had is glimpses. Like I remember you saying that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was okay, and then Spider Man: No Way Home, I guess, and then everything else was just kind of like blah. And now they're trying to like recapture themselves with. To be honest, now that I look back at it, I'm surprised that Daredevil even came out the way it did, even with
Yeah,
all the parts that I do not like.
yeah, I know.
It's all. I was like, wow, I didn't even know y'all could accomplish this, but okay. It don't mean I think it's mad dope or nothing. I'm just saying I didn't.
Yeah, I know. It's not easy to reboot things with new writers, new. I mean, it seemed like the Cobra Kai people were like the ones that really know what they're doing when they reboot something. Like they seem to incorporate the old characters and the new characters in some seamless
Hmm.
way. And I guess they leaned into comedy, but it also was dramatic too.
Right.
And we'll see what this is. I mean, there's not enough information to say it's bad or anything. It's
No.
just that I don't know how Disney and they already botching Lilo a Stitch, right? Like
Ohana
in
means
terms of the
government.
messages, but it made money, so it's like now they're emboldened to like have their takes. They probably think that they're like on the right track on things.
You know what's funny? I heard that it is made more money. Like Lilo and Stitch has made more money than the Thunderbolts. And now I did not see Lilo and Stitch. I had no interest in it, and especially hearing about that spoiler of an ending. I'm like, no. And I'm like, this beat Thunderbolts, bro. Thunderbolts, the movie about depression. I feel like it has a better message than Lilo and Stitch film. Like I feel like Thunderbolts should not have lost to Lilo and Stitch.
Right.
Even even given the fact that I think the movie is mid, but personally, it's all right. Right in the middle. But yeah, losing to Lilo and Stitch is it's kind of embarrassing, man. But
For me, when like the original creators are not involved, it's just like I don't know. I can sort of in my mind say this doesn't count. If
it's
it's
not
good, then
canon.
I'll
So
count it.
Buffy comes out, it's not canon.
It's not canon unless it's good, then I'll have it be canon. But if it's bad, then I can safely ignore it as
Right.
it didn't exist.
Pick and
It's like Star
choose,
Wars, like it doesn't exist. You know.
I mean, point taken.
Cobra Kai, I guess, wasn't created by the original characters, but they stayed in touch with the original creator, and he loves the show, so he's like certified by Robert Mark Kamen. And it was very respectful to the franchise.
Right.
Very respectful. Like probably the most no joke faithful like reboot of all time. And that it tied in all the movies and all the minor characters of every movie in with the new characters and new storylines and had resolutions for all of them.
That's insane. And I'm missing out, so it's like I gotta
Which
catch
is
one.
bananas, which is like you could watch like all three Karate Kids and the show, and it's like a master class in bringing back a property. I never seen anything like it in my life, bro. And now they got the Karate Kid, and with all that goodwill, what do? They make the Karate Kid Legends movie without the creators of the Cobra Kai. So I'm like, what the hell is this?
We can never have good things.
And right now, I think the thing's like got 55% on Rotten Tomatoes or something like that. So that's what you get, you know. Why don't you call those guys to have Jackie Chan? Who knows? Anyway, there's your reboots, guys. This is the reboot train. It's going on whether it's all aboard or you could get on or get off, but the train is leaving the station and there's nothing we can do about it. And
it just comes out and we just watch it or don't.
True.
I guess Adi Shankar thought he was going to be part of a reboot train.
That's true, he was, I guess, and then the train.
And then
I guess season 2's coming out, right?
Yeah.
This fake season 2.
I might have to skip that. I ain't gonna lie.
You got ready for that?
Yeah, I might have to skip that.
It was like He-Man. I didn't get to the other seasons. Like he came back, and then it's like, bro, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not.
Like, Dante did some cool things in the first season, action wise, but the storyline was so trash that I'm like, yo, I don't know if I could do this. Like, I don't know if I could give him the Netflix ratings.
I just can't trust the writing. You know, like you're hiring like a top-notch animation studio overseas. It's going to look great. It's gonna look good.
Yeah.
But then it's like the storyline has like, you know, these janky parts in it that I don't really want to vibe with.
Like it's season 2, so it's already filmed with the original vision he had in mind. So any like thing that he is taking into consideration has not yet been done. So I gotta come into the season dealing with Dante interacting with the vice president.
Yeah, look, I'm not into like I don't know what they call this anti-fan writing. I don't know, like I'm not into this like, yo, I'm here to subvert your expectations writing.
Yeah, no.
Like I'm just tired of it, bro. Like every property does that. Like every reboot does that, and it's getting annoying. It's like just like Cobra Kai was an anomaly because it was like it was trying to make you happy or something like that.
No, yeah, but these people all think they're being
in a clever way, and it was more clever than these. It was clever too. They think when you try to make you happy, it's like it's dumb or something. Like the writing has to be stupid.
This has got to be American behavior. Like it's American behavior.
I don't know.
Coming in with a different attitude, man. Like I didn't ask for your attitude. I asked for faithful products to the original. That's what we asked for.
Alpha Proto says, "Did I miss something? Oh, I have not finished Cobra Kai. I got to season 3. Do I have to finish it before watching the new movie? I don't know."
Your first question is, should you watch the new movie, Alpha Proto? That's
I think it's like they're not even mentioned in it. I that's what I heard. I don't know. Like they just mentioned Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio. He has a dojo, and I read somewhere that Ralph Macchio doesn't even show up to the last 30 minutes of the movie.
Okay, I'm all right. See, okay. Why?
I don't know. I gotta look at like the production credits on that Karate Kid movie because I'm thinking like Jackie Chan maybe got this going, like, you know, because he's like super duper rich in China. And maybe he like got some of those investors to put up some dough for this. So maybe that's why it's like more of Jackie Chan's deal then Cobra Kai and Ralph Macchio.
Right.
Not sure. Clarence Price says, "What's the point of great animations if the story is trash? It's like the bad Berserk anime."
No facts, because it's like I don't like I'm a DMC follower of games. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I can't like I'm really supposed to sit there. Okay, let me put it this way: there's too much other fire anime to care for about Dante personally doing something cool in a bad storyline.
Right.
Like, why do I have to sit there through the George Bush era politics of DMC when I could just watch JJK, bro? Like, I don't need. Like,
And it's dubbed and it's subbed and you just
yeah,
watch it,
like,
and I don't have to deal with like people poking and prodding on issues of the racial tension and the whatever some show's gonna do, or like what is this, like, dealing with, I don't know, George Bush, memories of that stuff, and it's just like,
my man had the war on demons,
I mean,
hell invasion.
it's a metaphor, I guess. He was trying to hack a political statement,
Oh,
but I don't know if, like, I don't see Devil May Cry is not a, I don't know, it doesn't have the room for that. I don't think it doesn't have the room for that. They tried it with, DMC. I don't think people rejected it because of the politics of DMC. They rejected it because they missed old Dante. And I
yeah,
guess with Addy, you're still not getting old Dante. You're getting his
yeah, yeah.
Dante.
You getting this? It's like I, I will st- I will stand tall on the opinion that I think the reboot game had a better storyline than that Netflix joint. Somehow,
Right.
and
You
I
need
don't
more
even
like
like that storyline.
supernatural wizards, evil monks and crap like that. Like you castles and temples and
Right.
druids and evil sects, doing magic, and it needs stuff like that.
But you got the vice president though. Dante and the vice. Just listen to the sentence, yo. Dante teamed up with the vice presidents of the United States of America. It's so ridiculous. What, the, okay, okay, all right. Like the fact that the government knows that Demon Invasions is coming is a good twist, because it's like you don't want them completely inept, but it should have been in a way where it's like, yeah, they know about it, but like it's like he almost had the writing of it where it's like, oh, they need Dante because he's the only person that can successfully take these things on. But then somehow they had Darkham, and like Dante was like captured for half of the series, and I'm just like, all right, bro, see, like we're losing the plot. The political aspects of that thing should have been, if what needed to be in there to make it real world or something. Because even in DMC5, they had like the military trying to battle the demons. It was just the military. You didn't see the government. You just the military, and they had trouble. And then Nero and Dante had to jump in. I'm like, okay, fine. So you need to shove those politics all the way down. What are we gonna do, sir? I was like, I heard there's a stranger named Dante. Hopefully he can help. And then just jump to Dante doing mad stuff. That's it. That's it. That's it. To leave them back there. I don't need to see them. Anyway, sorry. Mini rant again about this stupid show. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Terrible.
Oh, before I get
Let's
up
see.
out of here, let's do the
Yes.
showcase. Let's see what's cooking in the discords. You know what I'm saying?
Clarence Price says Jackie Chan better be careful. Bad investment in movies will have him do a Rush Hour reboots with Chris Tucker.
When they trying to talk about some Rush Hour joint,
Yeah, I don't know. Man, how old is Jackie Chan? He got to be 70s, right?
they old man. Jackie Chan, Keanu Reeves, Donnie Yen, Tom Cruise.
No new action stars.
People is 60 up and up. 60 and
like,
up.
like, like Alpha Proto, he wrote the DMX files or the exhibit files. X gonna give it to you.
Not Exhibit.
You know, Exhibit was in that X Files movie. He was in the X Files, the one I was telling you about. I Want to Believe, the one from the 2000s.
What was he? What was his role in it?
He played an FBI agent. He's like telling people, get the evidence, whatever.
While he was an FBI agent, did he use AAVE?
No, he did not. Well, no, no, no.
No, so
It was okay. It was okay. He was
oh,
solid. I think Exhibit was pretty good.
okay. That's good to know. Good to know.
I think it was solid. It's kind of weird to see Exhibit there back in the day. He was okay. He was not the problem of the movie.
Right. Got you.
Part of the movie looked like it cost $4. Okay. Anyway, I just love I love these franchises, bro. X Files. You get home, Sunday, bro. You just watching some X Files.
Mm-hmm.
Mulder and Scully solving crimes of alien, origin. It's good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to see some whack ass retread. Like,
we just gotta sit there and pretend it don't exist out there. Like,
yeah, it's just like, oh man, why y'all do this to X Files, bro? And we just hope that it's good because we're still marks for this stuff.
That's very important too, because people always say, "Don't hate watch, don't hate watch." But some of us want to watch it just in the hopes that it's good. I guess hate watch is something like Velma, because nobody cared about
like the original Buffy show at that time. It should have been over because the last couple seasons were getting jank.
Yeah,
like for real. So it needed to end. Angel was still good, and they canceled that too early. But you always wish they would all come back and because they, but it's too long now. Tooth, I don't know. We'll see though. Yeah. Anyway, we have Brina here. This is the
a couple of
art showcase. Yes. You can showcase your art. If you would like to showcase your art, go into the link in the description. Check out the Discord. Join. Go to the post your art section and post your art. We'll showcase it here on stream.
No, Brina's been doing a lot of digital paint studies.
Yes.
This is fire.
This is Dog.
Yeah.
Taking a wild guess.
Yeah,
this is Dog.
And that's the photo reference there on the left, and what she recreated there on the right. With, I wonder what brushes she's using.
Very skilled.
Really good. Like really, really good.
Gave some cartoon eyebrows.
And here she goes again. And she's learning how to layer her coloring the rosy cheeks. This is dope. See, like this, I can't. I need to. I don't know. I was thinking. I tried a digital paint when I was doing those Invincible Marvel Rivals things, and I don't know. I couldn't wing it anymore. I might have lost the ability to digital paint. Oh look, she got more color in her face. That's dope. Girl too. Is that a piece of ginger down there?
This is good. Look at this. This is Clip Studio Paint.
Yes. There's another
Girl 3.
Yeah, she's killing
it. Ah, look at this.
It's a pineapple. So she out here painting fruits, animals, and people. Oh look, she's uploading in real time right now.
Thought they could sneak it in, but apparently
she's uploading in real time. Is this ow? Oh, look at that. That's cute. Ow. With the glass, I like the glasses.
This is legit.
I like the glasses, man. Oh look, she's still going.
Look at this. Who's that? It's Guy.
It's Guy too. Let's just name them exactly what they are. It's Guy.
Guy, Dog.
She said, "I'm using my own brushes." She a self-made woman. You know what I'm saying? She got brushes. She got technique. No. I like, no, all jokes aside, no. This is legitimately fire. I'm inspired to digital paint again. But if I do, I'm not digital painting full body. I do like a face in black and white.
Nice. We got Alpha
Alpha Proto.
Proto.
Oh, taking it back. Old
Woo!
school. Old school style. Look, you got man. I think I heard of this guy before.
It's Batman
The
in the old school style.
the Dark Knights. Is this the
This
old
is
school
the
Batman when he was had the gats? No, let me stop.
that's right. This is like the Bill Finger style,
Right.
and this
The
is
Dick
Dick
Tracy.
Tracy.
Unmistakable right there. Dick Tracy.
Call him Dick Tracy, man. Dick Tracy used to have the watch. Remember, he put on his watch, and you could see
Oh
it's like a
yeah,
television
yeah,
set. That's what's up. You know, the Dick Tracy movie was pretty good, right? Remember that with
I
Warren
remember.
Beatty?
You know, I never saw the whole movie.
For real? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but what little I
It's
saw,
kind of underrated. It's kind of underrated.
I'm gonna go check it out.
It's legit. And
I also
yeah,
never saw The Mask, and my girl's trying to make me watch it. Like,
with Jim Carrey.
yeah,
That was a big movie back in the day. I
yeah.
saw that in the theater.
Here's
That was a banger, bro. It's comic accurate too. Look at this.
Batman. I like this.
Yes, this is him in the
Alpha
harder style.
Proto. Are you using, I guess, markers and pen ink here?
Let's see. I believe he would be.
Let's see what Brina got here. Oh hell no! What is this? Yo, Brina, get off my stream. All right? Go draw for Matter of fact, you go make the video game industry better. Like you do rendering, you about to do like the background and the designs. Look at this. This is insane. I would never see all them stripes against the.
Man, this is crazy, bro.
This is sick. Like
Tiger. Look at this.
tiger uppercut.
Dope. 100% dope.
Also, red panda. Red pandas are
Oh,
funny. I love how she made the branches like more defined. And picking cherries. Looks like.
it's like a little animatronic. I don't think pandas are real.
Yeah, yeah. I seen the red panda though.
Yeah, you saw something.
Yeah.
Yeah, saw a little dude in a Halloween mask. You saw.
This is mocking the unknown for sure. I'm not sure what character this is, but there's some great rendering.
It's black and white. It's looking cool. It's like
Yeah,
it looks like he was using like a pencil and smudging and stuff, but it's digital. I'm sure.
no, yeah, it's digital. What he usually does is he does it in black and white first, and then he'll like convert the color, which I should know how to do, but I kind of forgot. I saw Argerm do that once, and oh my goodness, it's another type. Oh, this one's amazing. Look.
I like this. This has like a little painterly style. Is he like a giant tiger in the sky looking at a little
Yeah,
guy down there?
yeah,
Yeah, reminds me of one of the Chinese Hong Kong comics, like some
yeah.
giant like
Word.
tiger is gonna give him the mission or something. I like this.
You must go on a journey.
Yeah. See these side quests. That's hot though.
That's dope. Rena's out here killing it. Oh, Brazil girl. That's what Power just said there.
Oh
Let's
wow.
see.
Yeah, look at that. The Brazilian, yes.
I
The
I am
Brazilian.
I am happy to know that I'm not the only person that uses 8 million layers. Because
You mad.
Makani guy, what was he listening to there on the top? I just see the YouTube icon says woke. I don't know what he's listening to.
Maxed out the layers, bro.
That's
We all
funny.
do it. You know what I'm saying? Once in a while.
Oh, she doing food now. Rena just showing off right now. What is this?
Drawing lunch meat.
How you do a sandwich?
Yes.
How you doing a sandwich dope?
Yeah,
What is this? Never in my 9 lives have I seen. That's pretty cool.
that's cool.
I ain't gonna lie, this burger looking good, bro. It's bacon. I'm making myself hungry at like midnight right now. Like,
Same burger right there. I ain't never had a burger that big.
Yeah, there you go. That was, hold on, let's get the list. Fire icon. That was a dope segment right there. Uh,
100%. Guys, if you want your art to be showcased, join the Discord, put it in the post art section,
yeah.
and I don't know, your dreams will come true. You'll be discovered by the NetEase Corporation. No, it's not true.
You remember NetEase like watching our streams?
Recruiting. Oh, yes, I
I mean,
see.
NetEase, I'm a great fan of your internal artists and your ability to recruit the best artists from outside of your internal. Uh,
That's right. That's right. Sean, definitely shilling for the Chinese right now.
hey, listen, man.
It's just great,
You guys
like,
are out
hey,
here bringing Marvel back
you're the
to
only ones
life.
drawing like a correct face on characters that people want to see. None of the American uh, can do this at this time.
Like,
They they
that
have face phobia or something. They can't draw, so you're Marvel Rivals the only thing holding America together at this point.
word. They
Giving
had
us something
a
to
art
strive
video
for.
recently, um, and wait, do I have their stuff? No, I thought I had their stuff like all in one section, but I don't think I do. Oh no, wait, I do. Look. That's what NetEase is up to, yo. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this madness. Look at this. I think this was for. Look. What is all this?
It's called dopeness.
Let me tell what's what. Look at that character select screen. They didn't even use this. They should use. They should have used this. That's fire. Doctor Strange looking crazy right now. Doctor Strange with a chain. He gonna whip people or something. Look at this Winter Soldier right here. And Bucky had white hair for no reason. That arm is crazy. This Hulk's like, oh. All of this. All of this. We need that in comics. Like yesterday, listening to Rob. This is the joint. We need this kind of excitement right here. Need
Yeah,
this
look at that.
in the comics. And
Can't
then
do
I'll
that.
go buy some American comics, all right? Until such time.
It can even look like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, just
straight up.
you ain't gotta be like doing all that 800 like hours of rendering and on the Photoshop and all this. Like, just draw it cool, bro. And
And by the way, so I think I know of either 3 to 4 artists. This is another artist, and I don't know if I'm reading into something, but it says the art of roast. Who is roast? I need to find this person so, so I can like study their stuff. Like, does anybody know who roast is? If anybody in the chat can inform me who this individual is, I would love to know.
Cash Price says discovered by world famous Concord concept artist Sean. That's true.
Oh man, freaking Concord. Hold on, before I get on stream, I'm gonna go. Let me go revisit that. I still have the character sheet in there. That joint was funny. Yeah, it's funny. Like I redesigned those characters, and I'm like, are they technically mine now?
Guess so.
Sorta.
Yes, those were yours. Those are.
Yes, I single handedly. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
thanks.
Like, no, here we go.
It's all a joke, by the way. Don't clip that.
Yeah, no.
It's not funny anymore.
I'm saying, are these characters mine now?
I guess so. They don't look at yeah. I guess yeah. I don't know. Like the Amari is that she had a gotten a gun like that. Or?
She wait, let's see. Yeah, she does. Yeah. Yo, what were they doing, bro?
He was inspired by the Nah, man, what you talking about? Like, what about I don't know. Like the first one, I guess like, you didn't. What was the concept on the first one? Like, who's this woman? That, she had, like a bag of organs on her
Yeah,
chest.
De Veers.
De Veers, yeah, with a bucket helmet. What
I'm
was it?
I this probably a hot take, but I think the Devere's is the worst design character in Concord.
Yeah,
Because while Amari is pretty bad, at least I understand what is going on with Amari's outfit. What
sure,
is this, bro? Like, what is happening, bro?
bro. Pure madness.
She got some rubber gloves on with the intestine chest and the, I don't know, like, why would you do this? Why? With a Ghostbuster outfit on?
That definitely goes Buster's outfit.
I,
And then yours is like you were trying for what was the thought process behind this? You were
I
trying to
don't know. I
like
was trying for some kind of like, I don't know.
a runner. She's fast. I don't know. I get
Ye-
like a thing where like she's
Yeah, where it's like she had sort of, I don't know, kind of. I was thinking about like Zero from Mega Man, or I don't know, nobody remembers 8 Man.
right.
From the anime. I was kind of going for that kind of feel.
This is a completely different design. Like
Yeah, cause I what did I take? The color scheme?
maybe blue, the little blue in there,
This is
blue
green.
here, green. You got a different. The gun. The gun is different. Right?
Yeah, the gun's a little different. It's just
Yeah.
that I couldn't imagine a world where the green, which is as bright as the orange, is is the dominant color because it's too jarring. I'm like, yo, I need a darker color to break that up. That's not even good design. And by the way, I'm not for anybody who's watching this part of the stream. I'm not saying that my design is ultimate superior because I could be better at my designs. To be honest, I was just like, listen, we need to separate the lights and the darks of this outfit, bro. So that's why I had like the black take over most of it
Hmm.
because I couldn't do. I think I did that for most of it actually. But yeah. Oh man. All right, let me read the rest of these comments before I head up out of here. I said just give them different names. I know, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like to be honest, I don't like between the the other project I'm working on, which is more getting more sci-fi horror as I go on, and it's read aside from fairy tale. I don't think like these characters would match in anything that I'm making. I don't know what I made here. I made like some kind of like old school uh Robotech kind of sci-fi anime or something like some
Yeah.
bubblegum crisis joint.
Right. Like maybe in red you could use this for or something like it for red.
Yeah, I think it would more so fit red.
Yeah. Like the guy on the right, he looked like he could be from like JRPG or something from
Right.
the 90s or something.
Right.
The coat is long and he's got like a battle armor. It's sci-fi for sure.
Yes.
But it's almost like it could also be from sci-fi fantasy as well, like guys with blasters and
Yeah.
swords,
Yeah.
flying jet
Some
skis, like in the sky and things like
some
that.
Final Fantasy 7 joint or something. Like
Yeah. But I kind of like it. I like all this. This is
yeah.
definitely.
It almost broke things like this are actually like low key fun to do because it kind of breaks me out of my comfort zone a little bit, but not like in a cringe way, in like a fun way, where it's like, oh, I would never think to design something like this originally, but
Power 1000 says Project Green will have Concord like designs.
what is Project Green?
I don't know. It says can red defeat green.
Okay,
I don't
hold
know.
on, hold on. Unless he's naming this Project Green, or it's
Maybe
like,
he is. Maybe he is. This is
oh,
Project
okay.
Green.
I, I, I was like, oh, this is a new cringe thing coming out. Like we
So I can handle it, bro.
industry is. Yeah, I just looked it up for fun. Hold on.
Have the X Files agents doing the kind of salute. Sean can't handle any more cringe. Like,
And I'm good. All right, things are failing me right now. Like Doom Dark Ages is like getting trashed and like it's like freaking, I don't know. Ohana is not family. He's making money right now. I don't know, like down is up and up is down. Which, by the way, I'm hoping 99% sure that I'll have a video out tomorrow, which will be on Doom, y'all.
Yes, this is Sean's in-depth analysis on the Doom reception, the reception to the new Doom game, which I guess fell short of expectations. But
Right,
why? Why? Sean's going to give you the most in-depth, detailed, blow-by-blow account of what's been going down,
right. I
updated to the last second.
I will say this, and I probably should add this in the video, but I'm kind of wrapping it up. Doom not making enough sales is not the same as another thing not making enough sales. And let me explain. Like when Conquer, I shouldn't use Conquer because that just ceased to exist. Um,
Well, you kind of don't want to, you gotta let them see the video too to get them, like,
no. But the point I'm trying to make here is like when it like a like Unknown Nine or like
yeah, it's not like Concord where it's like
yeah
the Doom Slayer suddenly, became 300 pounds and started saying Jabam and all
right
this and running around acting foolish and
or like even like Avowed or something. Like those games like they dip and there's no coverage. Like Doom will dip, and I guarantee you, and not guarantee you, it's happening because it happened with Doom Eternal. Regardless of his numbers, it's still gonna have a ton of videos on combos, like techniques and stuff to do. Like it's still going to live on, like through the internet, regardless of its reception, and that's the one thing it has going for it.
right.
You're not going. There ain't no Avowed combo videos. At least I don't think so, or maybe I'm wrong on that. I don't. I know there's definitely no Unknown Nine combo videos. So, oh man, yeah, we gonna get ready to head up out of here. Let me read
That's
these
right.
last couple comments.
Sure.
Excuse me. I'm processing. I'm curious to see how red Snow White compares to Rachel. I think I have a Snow White piece. I don't know. I don't think I posted it. I'm not even
Our Snow
sure.
White.
Yeah,
Our Snow White will be white.
yeah. Our Snow White is white. Spoiler alert. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
spoiler alert. Sorry, I don't know. You get canceled for now making Snow White white now? Is that how it works? I can't. I don't know the rules.
I know we have her on the loading screen when it passes by or something.
You
And
do?
yeah. She's hold on.
Yes. Oh, you're right. You're right.
There she is, right there. Boom.
Yeah, that's the one difference right there. Check it out.
Snow White is white. Um,
Spoiler alert. So there's that.
yeah, that's a thing. Um,
And she is combat ready, so it's just like that's empowerment or something.
right.
But she has a super sweet personality.
Yeah, there you
She's
go.
a nice person. Very helpful and kind.
Well, you can't have women being helpful and kind now because that's weakness now. Or
Uh-oh.
was because I guess like that trope is now dying off or something.
I don't know. Maybe yes, we're in the cultural vibe shift now, where they actually gonna have to care about sales now
Yeah.
in order to get, like, I don't know, the public back into getting into Hollywood and the media to propagandize them once more.
Correct.
Yeah, Rachel Zegler, I guess she's on Broadway now doing something else.
She is. I didn't. I hadn't realized.
There'll be no Snow White too, right?
I don't think so. Somehow I get the feeling it didn't do well. I might
It's
be
funny,
wrong on
like
that.
Tom Cruise is like, he's like thanking the fans. Even in Mission Impossible the movie before it starts, he pops on screen and says thanks for stopping by or something. I'm like, this guy's really is like he's trying to be like I'm gonna be the anti Rachel Zegler
Didn't he
or
say
anti.
something the other day when they asked him about politics?
Yeah, he said I'm just talking about my movie, please. Thank you. He just shifted it.
Good move.
Meanwhile, in his movie, it's like they had like empowered women, they had a black female president, they had all the things that they would normally have like in a Disney movie, but he just does it without yelling at you.
Right.
I think that's like the one thing that they can't help is to lecture you in the movie, outside of the movie, in the press junket.
And
They
of,
can't help it.
and of
But
course,
Tom
they
Cruise
couldn't
is
even
like,
write it that because, like, even that character had flaws.
yeah, no, she was under pressure. She wasn't perfect. She didn't, it was
She was a
like,
real character. Like,
yeah, it's a real character. It's like Tom Cruise has the secret. He's like, basically, the movie is a big metaphor for like, you have to trust Tom Cruise in order to save the movie industry from itself and AI.
right.
It's why they go in and tell him like, trust me one more time. I will tell you. Just you trusted me before. I never let you down. And like every like all the like government people are like Hollywood guys who are unsure of what direction. Do we go with AI? Do we live in that reality? Do we just let AI tell me what to do? Because I suck, And Tom Cruise represents himself,
Right.
telling them like, no, I will tell you how we can forge a new future in human beings. We need to stop the man. I'm joking, but kind of not actually.
And his character did have flaws too because I can't spoil it, but apparently he did an oopsie, which you'll have to learn about in the movie. Um,
Alpha Proto says, "What if your Snow White had the power to make people fall into a deep sleep?" You mean like the Snow White movie with Zegler, like made the audience fall asleep? Oh, that's just mean. That's just mean.
and it's not more mean than whatever. Sorry, I was just looking for something here. Whatever they were saying about her and her facial expressions, and they were going off on that woman. I people reserve the right to do that. I try not to do that on social media. I ain't trying to get my my account like on restricted.
Right.
People out here making Bella Ramsey memes all day. I'm like, all right, guys. I didn't know so many people were still watching Last of Us. By the way, I'm just like, and then getting disappointed. I can't believe this happened. Like, spoiler alert, y'all. Like, you didn't you didn't know. Well, sorry for you.
Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, but if anyone's interested, you could pick up a copy of Red Cyberpunk Fairy Tale.
Yep.
Get prepared. Yeah, Volume 2 will feature Snow White.
Yes.
Spoiler alert. But there she is right there.
Yeah. I was trying to find my most recent picture of a piece of Snow White, and I can't find it. My Procreate is a
Yes.
mess, but
Right. Sean designed Snow White, and faithfully drawing it. It came up with the concepts, but he drew it. He drew it. He drew the dang thing, and it looks awesome to me.
thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Sean is like, the humble artist, but I'm letting you know it's super cool.
Sorry, I forgot about this. Forgot about when I did that.
Oh, this is a
Yeah.
who's this? Oh, this is Miss
Mrs.
Ms. Freeze.
Mrs. Freeze, Victoria Frias, not like
Brother.
Good grief.
The redesign.
I couldn't deal.
So ridiculous.
I feel like that Mrs. Freeze was bait. I don't care what nobody says. It was like one of the worst looking things that you ever seen in your entire life. It's like they had
They
so
know
many. It's
what they're
like, oh,
doing.
I'm gonna make her buff and then big and then slightly overweight and then I'll make her Asian and like they just like they were messing with people too much. And I'm like, all right, yo. Now your game is being sold for $2.50, which is not a joke. It was one day $2.50 on Steam, and I still didn't buy it. Troll all you want, Hollywood, or well, that's not Hollywood, gaming, Hollywood, whatever. All the entertainment industry, outlets, troll all you want. People will
Totally
then
want.
troll back with the money.
Visit redcombo.com. Check out the link. Grab the book. Tell your friends.
Yes, please do.
But yeah, it's funny because you design these characters, right?
Mm-hmm.
To correct the AAA people. It's not even to correct them, but just to see if you could do better. And it's like, dang, you should be using them ideas. Oh, this is cool. Look at this. This is Snow White.
Yeah, it's not shaded or anything, but once I do shade it, I'll post it up. Well, yeah, that's Miss.
OC,
You're right.
do not steal. You know what I'm saying? Can't do it.
Said Suicide Squad was sold for 2.50 too much. I want a refund. Is anybody still playing? Is it available still? Like, can you?
Didn't it like they didn't have enough money to like do like the ending cinematic that they had to just have it drawn or something?
Yes. Yeah, that was a thing.
Bruh,
That is a thing. Hold on, I'm gonna look on
bruh.
Steam real quick. Let
You
me
know
see.
that remember that happened to the Matrix Online?
You're right.
They were down to just bare drawings that weren't even in color, bro. I think, and it was pretty bad. That's when you know the junior online universe runs out of money.
A to the yo. How is this game still $69.99, bro?
That's the dirty number too.
They need to knock the 6 and the 9 off and leave it at 99 cents. Like, what are you talking about? Who's on here? Where's the community hub? Let's go. The amount of people that are playing this game currently is none. There are 73 people in the group chat, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, y'all, I really got to run up out of here. We will see you next week. And like I said, hopefully 99% sure I'm going to have a video tomorrow. It's probably going to be like later in the afternoon or so.
That's right. We shall return next week. We're going to be cooking up more drawings like these that are on screen.
Yeah, I have to
Build.
get back into drawing some more.
Ooh, we got to build the legacy, the lore. And the lore is in real time on React and Draw. You know what I'm saying? You were part of the lore. If you weren't part of the chat, hit the thumbs up
Yes.
if you haven't already. And if you had, thank you very much. Have a good night. Have a great weekend.
Yep. And we'll see